with me now. Go with me now. I'm gonna take you down.
Coach's Corner as the Wolverines get ready to take on the Har-Ber Wildcats here in a few minutes from Springdale. Coach Pratt joining us here now. And Coach, going back to last week, your team took care of business against Rogers. You had to be pleased with the way that they handled the week.
Yeah, very, very much so. Probably our best half of football we played the entire season. You know, up 35-0 against a quality program. They're a good football team. We were able to take advantage of some things and start quick. And that's what we wanted to do, is come out and try to be clean and definitely play better than we did the week before. And
how big is it to have, Smallwood has a huge game. You've got Anderson as well. You've really got a real rushing attack that I don't know if you've had in your time here yet.
We haven't had anything like this before. We kind of call it thunder and lightning. As Tanner's more of a inside runner, a pounder, and then Reese is obviously really good when he gets in the open field, and he can also catch the football really well. So, it makes you feel good as the offensive guys. You're sitting there talking, you need to try to get some targets to Jaden, and, he doesn't have a catch the entire night, and still for you to win as big as you did makes you say how good the rest of your team is. And, that's a good problem to have when the offense is trying to struggle with getting the ball to everybody.
And as far as Dalton's growth, is it, maybe early on there were some of those kind of killer mistakes, but now there seems like when there are mistakes, they're more manageable situations.
Yeah, and that's exactly right. That's exactly the whole scheme for it is for him to just manage the game and not do anything that would put us in really bad situations. He's gotten a whole lot better. I say this and people don't understand unless you've played the game, but the game is slowing down a little for him, and all these people that are running around aren't as fast as they used to be because he's used to the speed of the game. And that's a huge plus. He's playing really, really well right now, we're trying to make sure our game plan is very simple and be able to get our athletes the ball in space really quick and easy, and not taking much, not making them have to do a whole lot as far as checks and that kind of thing.
How is the health of your team as you get ready for these final handful of games here in the season?
Well, obviously we're still missing a lot of key elements to our program. If you haven't noticed, the last couple of weeks we haven't kicked Blake McDoulet. He's got a little bit of an injury of his knee. It's no structural damage, just some pain, and we're trying to give him some rest on it. So he's been out. Pono's had his surgery. He's on his way back, and they still think there's a chance he can be ready by week 10 or in the playoffs. Will gets released earlier this week and was able to start running. So it's getting there slowly but surely. But, I think I'm more proud of just the way the kids have handled the adversity. You lose your quarterback as a two-time All-State quarterback, and you're still able to produce points and be undefeated in conference and win two games against two of the top people in the conference, which is huge for us.
When you go on the road, how important is it to start fast when you're on the road?
We want to start fast wherever we're at, but on the road is tough because you got to try to figure out how to take the crowd out of the game. And after playing in the games like we have with the Wausau week 1, and that was probably the most epic Friday night atmosphere that you can roll into. And for all our kids that were young, it was a definitely a good experience, and they were able to block out a lot of that stuff as the game went on. And now you're getting to conference, it's not quite that intense, but it's still the same thing. Har-Ber, coming off a big loss of their arch rivals, they're going to be ready to play, and offensively they're a really good football team, and we'll have to do some things to try to take the crowd out, try to take their momentum out of it, and in the back of their mind, you go into games like that and you want to try to make them realize that things aren't going to be any different than they have been in the past, and that's kind of our mentality. We want to make sure we play well early.
And you mentioned Har-Ber, not only that they lost, but the way they lost, just in the final seconds, and then to go for two. That they're going to be a team that's you got to figure have their stinger out this week.
Oh, I definitely they're in a must-win situation for them, and Coach Wood and his staff does a great job, and that will be highly intense. And for them to be up by 14 with 3 minutes to go and then lose it, I'm sure that they've talked to them about how they need to finish what they started, and so we'll get the best of the best like we always do. And we'll have to step up and play well. And, we feel confident our team is doing that right now.
All right, Coach, good luck. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bryan Pratt, the coach of the Wolverines. We'll be back with more on our pregame show in just a moment.